Not in jail!
For 28 hours, Maxim Gelman, police say, was a whirling dervish of violence. 3 people stabbed to death, 1 hit-and-run murder, 4 other stabbings, 2 carjackings, 2 cars stolen, and death threats against a handful of bystanders who crossed his bloody path.
It's so horrendous and bizarre. We have no reason that we can give you as to why he did this.
New York's veteran police commissioner said he couldn't recall anything like it. The killing began at 5 a.m. Friday in Brooklyn when police say Gelman stabbed his stepfather 11 times in the chest with a kitchen knife. The man wouldn't let him use the family car. Some 3 hours later, Gelman, now driving, struck a crossing guard, breaking her leg. 2 hours later, police say Gelman stabbed the mother of a girl he had tried to date. Then he waited more than 6 hours for that girl, Yelena Bolchenko, to return home, stabbed her repeatedly.
He was obsessed with her, and she wanted nothing to do with him.
Within minutes of killing Bolchenko, another hit and run. Police say Gelman struck and killed a 60-year-old pedestrian. 1 a.m. Saturday, Gelman carjacked a cab but crashed it in a struggle. 5 minutes later, he attacked Sheldon Pottinger, stealing his car.
It looked crazy. It looked like a crazy guy. I was saying, oh my, this is it.
Just before 9 a.m. Saturday, Gelman was spotted. He stabbed a passenger before 2 transit cops overpowered him. As he was let out of a police station this afternoon, Gelman shouted that he'd been set up. Still no confirmation from detectives about reports that Gelman was high on drugs during this spree. He now faces charges of murder, assault, and robbery. Russ?
What a story. Tony Gatta here in New York. Thank you very much.
Michael sees Franklin on the news.
Oh my god, you guys are so lame!
Out.
No, I'm watching Fame or Shame!
Hot fucking tits!
No!
Give it up!
Mimes on fire. The finals continue with Shemale Bop.
You guys are going to the finals.
Mimes on fire.
Woo! What a talent! I have never...
Not in jail!
For 28 hours,
What is
Maxim
this?
Gelman, police
The
say,
fuck
was
is
a whirling
this?
dervish of violence. 3 people stabbed to death, 1 hit-and-run murder, 4 other stabbings, 2 carjackings, 2 cars stolen, and death threats.
Real lucky there. Should have never managed that. That was crazy. I mean, even by my standards.
Horrendous and bizarre. We have no reason that we can give you as to why he did this.
New York's veteran police commissioner said he couldn't recall anything like it. The killing began at 5 a.m. Friday in Brooklyn when police say Gelman stabbed his stepfather 11 times in the chest with a kitchen knife. The man wouldn't let him use the family car. Some 3 hours later, Gelman, now driving, struck a crossing guard, breaking her leg. 2 hours later, police say Gelman stabbed the mother of a girl he had tried to date. Then he waited more than 6 hours for that girl, Yelena Bolchenko, to return home, stabbed her repeatedly.
He was obsessed with her, and she wanted nothing to do with him.
Within minutes of killing Bolchenko, another hit and run. Police say Gelman struck and killed a 60-year-old pedestrian. 1 a.m. Saturday, Gelman carjacked a cab but crashed it in a struggle. 5 minutes later, he attacked Sheldon Pottinger, stealing his car.
It looked crazy. It looked like a crazy guy. I was saying, oh my, this is it.
Just before 9 a.m. Saturday, Gelman was spotted. He stabbed a passenger before 2 transit cops overpowered him. As he was let out of a police station this afternoon, Gelman shouted that he'd been set up. Still no confirmation from detectives about reports that Gelman was high on drugs during this spree. He now faces charges of murder, assault, and robbery. Russ?
What a story. Tony Gatta here in New York. Thank you very much.
Maybe you'll keep it on the court and out of my wife.
Only. What's up, guys? ONLYUSEmeBLADE, and this is a Search and Destroy on the Black Ops 2. Quick little rampage, knife only. I like to pee outside, and as I was holding my dick, peeing on the grass, this whole commentary came to me, and that's just how my brain works. So this came from my dick. But don't worry, it's going to be intellectual, it's going to be thought-provoking. Deal? Okay. So in Grand Theft Auto Online, there is a apartment complex, like the most pimp apartment complex condo thing that you can buy. It's on the 40th floor. It overlooks the city of Los Santos from like a bird's eye view, and big, huge glass windows, and it's supposed to be fucking awesome. I'm like, man, it'd be awesome to live there. But one of the things that I thought about was the fact that if I lived there, I wouldn't be able to pee outside. Like, I wouldn't be able to just go out my door and take a piss outside. And I know that doesn't sound like a major thing, and obviously people prioritize little things differently, but those little things would literally make you think about, man, this is awesome, this is everything I ever wanted. It literally makes you second guess everything you've ever wanted because you still desire other things. So, like, let's say I would go a different route. Let's say I would get like a country mansion. Like, let's say I'd get some kind of mansion that's out in the country, right? I go and I'm able to piss outside freely. I'm able to play my music as loud as I want. But then I wouldn't be near like stuff. I wouldn't be near a convenience store. I wouldn't be near a city life and stuff like that. It wouldn't be. It's almost like we want to be around people, but sometimes we don't want to we want to be the only person in the world, if that kind of makes sense. And it's really kind of shitty if you think about it, because our hopes and our aspirations and where we go, that would be nice. You know what I mean? Those things that we desire, those things that we want, literally on a day-to-day basis contradict themselves to the point of you have to choose which happiness that you desire. Isn't that fucking weird? Have you ever seen girls and they go after assholes? Like, the asshole dudes, they're like into them, but they like want them not to be an asshole. And then the nice dudes, they say they want that, but then when the nice dude, they don't want the nice dude to be a pussy. So they literally want two different things, and over time, if you have one thing, you're going to desire the other. See what I'm saying? Even if you're completely happy with it, you're still going to desire something else. I want some amazing, like, overlooking the world view of things, like a place to live. Like, if you guys, there's a movie called Body Double by Brian De Palma, and the house that is in, it's not a tree house, but it's like a space needle overlooking the city lights or whatever. That would be amazing, because I've always been intrigued by that. If I'm going to put up a little still image, hopefully I can find it, bam, right there. That would be amazing to live in something like that overlooking thing, partly because it's constantly changing, because it's constantly rotating and constantly giving you change. So while we may come up with stuff that we desire and love and want, really it constantly changes. I look at having that super pimp house in Grand Theft Auto and go, but I can't pee outside. See what I'm saying? So, ONLYUSEmeBLADE, kind of a relaxing, chill commentary, not talking about the gameplay, but I feel like if I have these thoughts, I want to share them. Peace and butt grease.
Are you absolutely, completely, 100% sure you don't want to watch me gaming?
Only use me blade. What's up, guys? ONLYUSEmeBLADE, and this is Battlefield 4. The Battlefield 4 beta, open beta, is out. So basically, if you're on the PS3, the Xbox 360, the personal computer, whatever, you could actually go on there and you could download it. I don't know the dates. I apologize. But yes, even the Battlefield, I run in there and I make people sit down. That's kind of my thing. I'm known for playing the Call of Duties, running around, stabbing people. That's why you love me, and my personality, hopefully. Anyways, so Battlefield 4 came out, and I like how they did it. They did the beta first for people that had been like Battlefield fans or whatever, and like they did it for the people that had Medal of Honor, and they did it for people that had like I think the special edition of Battlefield 3. Now, and then they released it to just the general public, so people can get on and they can kind of check it out. And I think that a demo like this is cool because it gives people like, okay, let me get some hands-on experience. Let me see if this is something that I want to get into, which is totally cool. Now, at first, I approached it from a real shitty perspective, okay? I go, okay, cool. Easy free video. I could just play it and make a video and there, bam, and be done with it and not even ever think about Battlefield 4 again. And so obviously when I went in there, I was trying to do the knife only thing, which is extremely difficult. And then I thought of an analogy, okay? Knifing only in first-person shooters is like driving a car, or is learning how to drive a car, okay? Now, how do you learn how to drive a manual transmission car? And I know that there's going to be I've used this analogy before during either a live stream or a Sunday chill or whatever, but the analogy is this. When you learn how to drive a car, you learn how to drive using an automatic. So you can learn all the rules of the road, you can learn how to maneuver the car, you can learn how to control the car with relative ease. And then once you're comfortable with that, then you learn how to drive, you add in the extra degree of difficulty of using a manual transmission or a clutch or whatever you want to call it. I feel that knifing in a video game is like that. It's like driving a manual transmission. It is an increased level of difficulty. So you need to know how to play, you need to know the maps, you need to know the movements, the flank routes, all that stuff. You need to be comfortable with the game. And then once you're comfortable with the game, then you can attack the whole knife only thing. So for me, a person that isn't a Battlefield player, that doesn't have an extensive history with Battlefield, that I owned Battlefield 3 for a little bit, but I didn't dig it because I approached it the wrong way. I just jumped in there and just started knifing people, got really frustrated, and put it away. And that's not good. I admit that. I think that the best thing for me to do, if I really wanted to get into it and to really enjoy the whole experience, is to go on and just play like a normal person. Just play like a normal first-person shooter and get the gist of it. And then maybe later on, if it's feasible or doable after I get better at the game, then I could try doing the knifing only thing. I got on, I started playing, and let me just say that the problem with first-person shooters is that we've been playing first-person shooters since Doom, since Quake, since Duke Nukem 3D, since Wolfenstein. We've been playing, but I've been playing first-person shooters for a long time. And it's really, really tricky because you have to have the familiarity of first-person shooters, i.e. run around and try to shoot people. But you also want to have you want to tweak it just a little bit. You want to put a little bit of a difference on it so it feels new. That's why Call of Duty coming out every year, to me, it's still fresh and exciting. Battlefield is a really good game. It plays different than Call of Duty. Not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that it's different from Call of Duty. That's all. And I'm not going to be reckless and form an opinion on it, but I think it's actually a good game. And I'm probably going to buy it and play it just to enjoy it. And if it's something that I enjoy, then you could possibly see videos from ONLYUSEmeBLADE playing the Battlefield 4. So I want to just kind of show you some footage of how moving around, me knifing people, typical stuff, and then my kind of initial vague first impressions of the Battlefield 4. And I'm coming at it with a clearer better mindset than just, I'm going to play this and make YouTube videos. You know, like I want, you know, I care about what I put out there, and I do know that Call of Duty isn't the only video game out there. I'm not some blind Call of Duty fan, but I am a super fan of Call of Duty. So this is the Battlefield 4 beta. I'm ONLYUSEmeBLADE. Peace and but fuck you, camper. Butt grease. Only play me GTA Online. I actually got a whole bunch of Call of Duty footage, and I was going to do a commentary about the whole Call of Duty honeymoon phase, and I'm kind of sad that the interest level in Black Ops 2 is so low, because I actually still, maybe I'm old school, but I still like the Call of Duty, and I'm a knifer, so the Call of Duty Black Ops 2 I dig. And I'm a little tired of it, but I still enjoy it. It's definitely at a better place than it was this time last year for Modern Warfare Trace. And I think that my disdain for Modern Warfare 3 was just the lack of extreme conditioning for that game. And so as a knifer, I didn't dig it. And I always need to remember that my opinions on Call of Duty are skewed and are weird, because I do knifing only. Anyways, point of this commentary is, get it while the getting is good. Strike while the iron is hot. That is some good life tips and tricks for you. And I'm using the Grand Theft Auto as a metaphor because they put out a patch. They're constantly patching this thing. And basically what it was this. There was, let's call it a little exploit that people were abusing in order to rank up faster in GTA. And the exploit was this. You play at a low level like I'm at, you play this Violent Duct level, right? Violent Duct. Not duck, but duct. You play the level, and you beat it, and you get $9,000 cash and a bunch of respect points. And then you immediately just replay the level. And because the level can be completed, if you have 4 people, this level can be completed in like a minute. And you just ranked up super duper fast, and it was a cool way to kind of rank up. Now, as I was doing it, I got kind of bored. Now, one thing I do agree with is that it is kind of silly to do these rank up progressions, like basically abuse a system to rank up super fast, because now if you want to just rank up super fast and just be there, that's one thing, but like I think half the fun of video games is to experience it, to, you know, I was kind of mad that I played Grand Theft Auto 5, the story mode, and just like really just crushed through it, because, you know, it would have been better just to, you know, smell the roses and kind of go through it. But when there is something that you want to take advantage of, do it, take advantage of it, go hard, and really strike while the iron's hot. Because while I was doing this Violent Duct mission, when you used to get $9,000 cash for it, we played it for like an hour, and then I got kind of bored, and I was like, I don't really want to do this anymore. So I kind of stopped and played for fun and everything like that. But I'm kind of wishing that I would have gone harder on it, because there are going to be, because now they patched it, and now you can't replay the mission over and over and over again, and they only give you $3,000 for your cause. Also, another thing is, like, I feel that if we wouldn't have exploited this as bad as the whole community did, that maybe they wouldn't have patched it. If there is some super cheap exploit for knifing in Call of Duty Ghost, I'll use it. I will make videos of me using it, but I will never talk about it. Think about it. If Wings had never made the one-man army noob tube glitch, people would have still kind of used it, and it would have been a little bit of a problem, but not as big of a problem. So, like, let's not tell on ourselves. If you have some exploit in GTA 5 online that makes you $1 million an hour, go ahead and send it to me in a personal message on YouTube. But don't tell anybody else, because then that's how things get patched. Learn how to keep a secret. God damn it. So, Grand Theft Auto and Call of Duty until the Call of Duty Ghost, then Call of Duty Ghost until you're sick of it. Who knows how long that will be. I'm ONLYUSEmeBLADE. Peace and butt grease. So this is just some random footage from me hanging out with Wicked Shrapnel when I was at E3 last year. Wicked Shrapnel is one of the stand-up guys in the community, and I'm going to be kind of talking about this in the commentary about my interactions with other YouTubers. But before I do, I just want to show some love to Wicked Shrapnel and just, check this out, and then we'll get into the video.
Oh my god, this instant heat! And now I am unstoppable! Oh! Say hello to my little friend. Yes!
So I highly recommend that you check out Wicked Shrapnel. He's been a long-time friend on the YouTubes, and he makes amazing gaming videos, so definitely check him out. He is a coworker of mine, in a sense. If you look at a job, the people that do your job as well in the same place are your coworkers. So in a way, a lot of these gaming, Call of Duty, or just gaming YouTubers in general, like I look at the people that do Minecraft and other games that I don't necessarily do, they still work in the same building as me, they just work in different departments, if that kind of makes sense. So there's been, in my almost 5 years on YouTube, and going to all like different events like the PAX and the E3s and stuff like that, I've met a lot of and MLG. I've been to a couple MLG events as well. I've met a lot of my YouTube coworkers in real life, and majority of them have just been cool, chill, awesome people. And then, I've met some other coworkers that I didn't necessarily like get along with, but I don't, woo, through the stairs, what? But that doesn't mean, just because I don't necessarily get along with them or don't see eye to eye to them, like, I'm cool with working in the same building as them, but we might not go out for drinks afterwards. And this isn't a beef thing, it isn't anything like that. It's just that, there's a lot of people in the community that I'm super chill with. And one thing that I've kind of noticed lately is that I haven't been working, I haven't been working with a lot of other YouTubers. And for the most part, that's just because I kind of stick to my own. I kind of play by my lonesome. I tend to not play a lot of Call of Duty with other people. And because I'm not in LA, it's kind of hard to collab in real life with a lot of these YouTubers that do stuff. And I don't know. Like, let me kind of say some of the people that I've over the years have become like, some of them I consider extremely close. Like, I know that I'm close with Hex, I'm close with Grizz, and the conversations that myself and that guy who camps have together are pretty amazing. Like, honestly, no homo, that guy who camps and I see eye to eye on so many things, and the only real thing that we don't have in common is the age. He's a little bit younger than me, whatever. I'm 30, and I kind of got that Peter Pan syndrome going on, but I'm constantly looking at life, trying to make it, trying to have a different perspective on it. And that guy who camps, and I just, he doesn't smoke, but I would think that he would be the type of dude that we would go take smoke breaks with and just chop it up. And there's one thing about, I try not to judge or do anything like that about other YouTubers, because YouTube is however you want to do it. And so how another person does YouTube doesn't really, it kind of affects me, but it shouldn't, and it won't. You know what I mean? Like, when I do something, I don't do something with it thinking, man, I wonder what such and such a YouTube channel will think of this. I more so think, how would this be entertaining or thoughtful or enlightening to my viewers, people that watch my videos. So that's kind of the approach that I take with making it. These events that I go to sometimes, it's more so just to kind of meet up and hang out and chill temporarily with a lot of the cool YouTube people that I've met over the years. If Wicked Shrapnel was ever in my neighborhood, he can totally come by and crash. You know what I mean? I've actually thought that, man, it'd be really cool. So I'm planning on moving back to Seattle. That's the plan. I am going to grind. I'm going to, save my money. And I want to move back to Seattle just because I was happier there. And a happier Blade makes better quality videos. And I'm sorry if I haven't really been making videos lately, but I've been on that GTA Online grind and unhealthy amounts of GTA. But I'll, even when Call of Duty Ghosts comes out, I'm going to be playing it a lot, but I don't think I'll be playing it as in an unhealthy amount as I did with GTA Online. So the other thing that I'm going to try to be doing is I'm going to try to network a little bit more, because even though I don't necessarily get along with every single YouTuber, we don't see eye to eye, or we're not on the same wavelength, there's so many YouTubers that there's a lot of people that are on my same wavelength that we do vibe, and I do think that it will create better quality videos if I collab with them, It might be me doing live streams, of GTA Online or playing Call of Duty, or just working on projects with other YouTubers that I dig. I've never had like a dual commentary or a collaboration with anybody on my channel or outside my channel on YouTube with people that I don't like. Like I don't just like necessarily. The beautiful part about YouTube is that you can choose your coworkers. You can choose the people you choose to associate with. And there's not really anybody that I strongly dislike, but there's definitely people that I don't think would be entertaining if me and him or me and her collaborated together on any kind of video project. So, guys, I am T Martin, super excited. I would actually... Can we just stop hating on YouTubers in general? Can we just maybe do that? And I feel bad even saying that because it's telling you how to do your thing. But like, can we just, if you don't like a YouTuber, don't watch them. And if you do like a YouTuber, give them likes and subs and support that person. So, ONLYUSEmeBLADE, a game of search and destroy on the Black Ops 2. Definitely check out Wicked Shrapnel. And peace and butt grease. 20 seconds. What is up, guys? My pad, GTA Online. I decided that I want to show you my garage. So let's just go to my garage and you can see all the cool shit, all the funness, what my personal cars are and what I like. And we'll start right here with the white Bentley. I'm sure it's called something else, but I don't know. But it's the white Bentley. All my cars have like everything on it. Like, if there's a turbo, I put a turbo on it. If there's, whatever, and bulletproof tires and all that kind of good stuff. So there's that white Bentley looking super crisp. And this is, I don't know what the hell this is, but this is just nasty. And I used chrome and the Bad Kid show. I'm part of the Bad Kid cast, and that's the crew I'm in, so I used that color, and it came out just nasty. And then this, obviously, is the chrome serious joint, the Bugatti, all chrome Bugatti, and it's just a nasty beast. It's just filthy. And then I'm debating on making this gray right here, but this is obviously the lack with the white walls and the blue top. There's something about it, I don't know, but I just love big white Cadillacs. I wish you could put a fifth wheel and a grill on it with blue tops. It just, it's just real sexy, like with the old school wheels and the white walls. And then this, I love this red that they got on the Audi type car. And the reason why I got this is because every time someone invites me to a race and they're not doing supercars, I always have to use the stock car. So I got this to make sure I look good. This is just the maxed out bike with everything on it. I like the white walls of the bike. It just looks sexy. And I really like that black and red combination BKP on the side. And then this, you always stare at cars in the back end, and just that Infernus look is real sexy with the yellow, and then obviously the suicide doors. Please don't exit. Now, this one is more of just like that American muscle beast, murdered out blackness, with the little bug catcher on the front. And that one just looks sexy. And that little thing so I can do wheelies on. Now, in case I ever want to go like do a little bit of off-roading, I got the chrome Bad Kid Cast super truck with the tires and the murdered out everything. It's sometimes I want the windows to be window tinted, like just super dark, and then sometimes I don't. Like sometimes I want to be seen. Like in the Caddy over here, I want to be seen. But in the Bugatti, I definitely want to be seen. But like for some of the other stuff, I murder them out. And then this right here is my favorite. That is sea green with Mariner blue top, the fifth wheel, and even like little things like the white walls and the rims on it, and then the curb feelers. What curb feelers are, they actually have them on cars, is that they're little things that poke out of the side, and when you drive up to a curb, those things will scrape, so you know that you're close. So you never want to mess up your ride. So that's just an absolute beaut, and real grown folks style. I'm going to drive it around the block real quick to kind of give you that Sunday chill vibe to it, even though it's not Sunday or whatever. So we're going to exit out, and then I want to show you guys one last really cool thing that is real grown up and real mature. So we're just going to take a little cruise around the block. Yeah, me with the fedora looking real grown up right now. And I'm almost driving too fast. So we're going to make a nice little turn around here, and we're going to go back to the garage. Beep, beep. Move out of my way. Oh, and also, as far as horns go, don't really care. Like, I know that it's just Grand Theft Auto money, so it doesn't really matter, but, like, I'm not into insanely ridiculous horns, and so even though it's just GTA money, it doesn't make any difference. I just don't care about the horns at all. Sorry. So, I want to kind of show you one other really cool thing. Let's park that thing. So that's my garage, just different types of cars, and I thought about getting one of those whatchamacallit cars out in the countryside that has like the luggage rack on top, because it looks like something from National Lampoon's The Griswold Vacation. So if you're bored and you need some new stuff to watch on the YouTubes, I highly recommend the Bad Kid Cast. It is a podcast that me and Keemstar have been doing for over a year now, and we actually kind of spent a whole bunch of money, and we made an awesome new setup, which is the setup that you're kind of seeing right there. And link in the description is always in the description. At the bottom of the description, there's going to be a link to the Bad Kid Cast. You can definitely check it out. It's me and Keem, and then usually we have a guest, and we have his face via Skype. You can kind of see how the setup is. And that's about it. So there's my garage. I wish you could rearrange the order, because I want the truck in the back. But if you ask me, my favorite rides are definitely the LAC and then the drop top. If there is a 4-door drop top in GTA, leave me a comment and let me know, because I want to get a 4-door drop top. That would be sexy. But this has got to be my favorite ride right here. I don't know, it just looks just amazing. And that's it, guys. Peace and but grace.
Alright, we're going on this fucking train, boys and girls.
Better hurry before it goes to the tunnel.
You're gonna hit me. You're gonna hit me with that thing.
Oh.
I told you. I fucking told you. Hurry up. Go to the other side of the mountain. Oh, wow.
You're good. You're good.
There you go. Just change it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god!
Yeah, he did it!
Oh!
Wait, it might hit the side though. It might hit the side. No, it did it. It did it. Go. Hey, can you fly? Can you fly to the?
I don't know which way to go. I don't know to go right or left. I think I'm more on than I was ever before. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I can't see what to do.
No way. We're coming out the other end to see what's going on.
Alright. I think we did it!
Yeah, you did it.
I think we fucking did it! Oh! This is like a dream that we've had for like a week.
Where are? Oh, there it is. There it is. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. This is real.
I got the aerial shot of it too.
This is fucking real. This has been done. And now we have an armored fucking thing.
Train. That's epic.
You guys gotta get on here. Like, just get on. Like, just.
I'm gonna parachute.
Part with me. I'm gonna go on a terror mission. Oh! No! Did you get knocked off? Yes, I'm gonna need you to pick me back up. Fuck. You wanna know what happened? The fucking, it looks like you hit a tree. Yeah, my fucking, you know how the long in front of the thing?
Yeah.
Hit a fucking tree. Want me to make some room for you guys?
Hey, I parachuted onto the tree. I mean, onto the train. I'm on the train now. So
The tank train is real.
it's super real. Why would you put it? Oh my God! That's the most epic angle I've ever seen in my life. Sorry.
The tank train is real. All right, I gotta watch out for the tree. My gun's not moving around. Is it?
Yeah, on my end. Oh, you're falling off.
No. Oh, what? Did you see that?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Did he fucking do it again?
Yep.
Legend.
Whoa.
Got a star. Got another star. Watch it come. It's coming. Goodbye, cop. 3 stars. The tank train is real. The tank train is real. Oh my God. The tank train is real. These were destructive. Oh, stop.
Wow, you almost murked me there.
I got a plane.
Woo!
Oh, did you see that?
I got that. Oh, no!
You still have the fucking plane? Alright, here we go. Here's my ride.
Oh my God, I'm on it. No!
You didn't even pop a parachute.
So the Sherrifs vehicle on GTA 5 Online is awesome because you can have 4 people in your car and then you can have people hanging outside your car and it can shoot whatever weapons you want. It's fucking epic. I'm going to show you how to get it and how to keep it available in your garage and from your mechanic. Bam, let's go. All right, so what you want to do is you kind of want to go out to Trevor's Airfield. The reason why you have to do this is because you need to obtain a vehicle, a sheriff's vehicle, and it's really easy to obtain out here. If you do it in Los Santos, it's going to give you a different type of vehicle that you can't take to pay and spray. So go out there, get 4-star wanted level, usually just grenade launchers or explosives will get you there very, very quickly. And once you obtain a 4-star wanted level, normally the sheriff's SUV suburban-like trucks, that was pretty epic, will start bombarding you. So once that truck just comes out, the best thing for you to do is, I found the easiest way to do it is that you're going to get you're going to get 2 stars just by getting in the vehicle. So if you already have 4 stars, the best thing for you to do is just to let them kill you. So like I literally went out here, I got killed, so it removes my wanted level. And now what I'm going to do is I see the sheriff's vehicle, I get into it, get 2 stars rather quickly, but now I just drive off and super fast mode, go to a pay and spray, try to lose the wanted level. There you go. So as a super fast mode over to this pay and spray, I will go in here, I lose the cops, get in here, and as soon as I get in here, I'm just going to repair the vehicle, and you can do loss theft prevention, and you can put a tracker on it, and you can get full coverage. Bam. So now you own the vehicle. I highly recommend you put the bulletproof tires on. And also, as far as the respray, that's all based on your personal preference on how you want the vehicle to look. This is me getting wasted in the vehicle. Now, once I get wasted in the vehicle, this is just to show you that I can just call up the insurance company and get the vehicle back. It's really, really simple. I like the wine red color to it. And also, if you have a bunch of people, like let's say you have like a whole crew, right? You can do something like this. We are about 12 deep right here. See how there's people hanging off both sides of both vehicles, and if we focus on a car, it's pretty much done. Imagine rolling into online lobbies super deep and just fucking people up. I think that's epic. And I wanted to show you guys how to get it. Just go out to the countryside to get the sheriff's vehicle. Now, this video is completely free. All it's going to cost you is a like. I appreciate it. ONLYUSEmeBLADE. Peace and butt grease. And watch this kill feed coming up. This kill feed is nasty. Don't use explosives when you use this, because that happens. Peace. Bye.
My water level right before I get there.
Woohoo! Ooh, that was the most gangster fucking land ever. What did I do?
Watch this. I'm gonna shoot this cop.
Whoa!
Right over his bitch head! Oh! Did you see that SUV?
Yeah. There you go.
Oh! That was sick.
Oh, that would have been sick. All the people on the stream are on.
Oh! I'm on.
Blade! Blade! Push him on! Push him on! Mike, push him on!
I'm on.
Oh.
Yep, I'm on.
Blade, you back?
What? Whoa, where'd he go? Ow!
Oh!
I know it doesn't make sense, like, but I wish they made a sports car that was cordless. Whoa, 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 whoa!
My button stuck. Woo!
Blade, you made it!
Oh, what's up with that?
That's what you get for earlier.
Oh, wow. Hold on to old shit.
Easy there.
Turn around.
Oh, Blade killed us though.
Oh, so do you have a... That's hilarious. No! Fucking controller, I hate you so much. Don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. Oh, it's fuck you, controller. What's up, guys? ONLYUSEmeBLADE, Sunday Chill Commentary. I know I haven't done these in a while, and I know I've just been going through some things, and I didn't feel like I would be good enough for you to hit you with that Sunday Chill. I'm going to just kind of talk about some stuff that's been kind of happening. It's been about dreams, man. I talk about dreams a lot just because I think that sometimes life can be so surreal that it might feel like a dream. And sometimes things might feel like a nightmare. And I want to do more research on the topic of dreams. I want to do more, input on what do dreams mean. And also, for the most part, I don't really remember my dreams, but lately I've been having, one dream that I've had throughout my entire life. And I don't know if this is because my brother was kind of a speed demon when it comes to cars. He actually, when he was younger, he was in a commercial for a peanut butter company. And when he was in a commercial for the peanut butter company, he made a bunch of money from that, and my mom had him invested in stocks. And he actually invested in this pretty much unknown company called Microsoft. And while later on, when he was coming of the age where he wanted to get a car, he actually sold his stocks. He had a couple stocks that he could have sold, and he decided to keep a skateboard company. And he sold the stock to a company called about Microsoft. He basically owns shares in Microsoft. And he sold the shares in Microsoft in order to have enough money to buy a vehicle. And it was like a Honda Prelude, and he souped it up, and he probably crashed it. I don't really remember, but I remember about 10 years ago he told me they did the math, and if he would have kept his Microsoft stock, they would have been worth several $1 million. So go kind of figure. And I know this sounds weird, but when I'm in a store, I'm very hesitant to let someone go in front of me. And I know this seems really, really weird, really, really stupid, but if I'm in a situation where I'm okay, well, I'm going to let this person go in front of me or whatever, something in my brain always says, hey, don't do that, because what if you give that person your spot in line, and that's a situation where it goes, hey, you're the 1 billionth customer. You won $10,000. And I know it's so super far-fetched. But actually, I think what I'm going to do is, like, in situations like that, I'm like, well, if you're one of the billionth customers and you win some kind of prize, I get it, right? And that might be a good, I don't want to say icebreaker because that's really weird, but whatever. But anyways, he was always super into cars. And apparently my father, who I don't really know a whole lot about, I don't really know too much about him, okay? But apparently when he was into like fast cars, and apparently he had like a souped up Mazda, like back when you can like tune Mazdas and stuff. I think you can still tune Mazdas. I don't know. But he was into like fast cars and stuff like that. And I've never been into fast cars. Like if you talk to anybody that knows me, like my car choice is a big body Cadillac. And everyone's different, but like as soon as you drive like a nice 80s to 90s Cadillac, and probably the new ones obviously, but like I'm not talking about like these new fast CTSs. I'm talking about like the sedan DeVilles, the Fleetwoods, the big body, comfortable, feels like you're sitting on a couch cars. Once I drove one of those in high school, I was like, okay, this is what I'm going to be driving. I'm going to be driving Cadillacs, and that's how I've always been. I've never been super into speed. But for whatever reason, and I don't know why I'm even bringing all that stuff up, but for whatever reason, I always seem to have a dream that involves me in a car, me losing control of a car, and me dying in a car accident. And I'm an extremely safe driver. I'm actually probably... I'm such a safe driver that it's probably unsafe. Like a lot of times my friends make fun of me, especially people that like to kind of go fast or whatever. When they ride in my car, I'm doing the speed limit. Some people say I do below the speed limit, whatever. But I just cruise. I position myself in life in such a way that I'm never in a rush to get anywhere. Which is, sometimes I'm late for stuff. If I'm late, then I kind of like put the speed on. But like me putting the speed on is me going the speed limit, you know? So... I don't know, I continually have dreams of me dying in a car accident. Now, I'm going to tell you about, so I've been watching, this is going to pertain to what I'm talking about, right? So Breaking Bad ended, and I wanted to get a new show to kind of get into, and I finally was like, you know what, let me give Sons of Anarchy a try. I started watching it, and I'm actually on season 4. But back in season 1, I was like, this is an excellent show. This is an amazing show. And one kind of polar thing that's in the show is that a lot of times when I watch TV shows, it has to do with people being bad or people not being good or whatever. It's a real weird take on it because it's almost like in order to be like a writer for a TV show, you're probably like kind of a nerd and you're probably not an outlaw for real, you know? But for whatever reason, when I'm watching Sons of Anarchy, I feel that they actually like talk to actual outlaws and talk to actual people that did shit like this for the authenticity. And so when they do gruesome, hardcore shit, it's not some made up shit. It just seems more real to me. I don't know. The show's awesome. If you guys haven't watched it, if you can go on Netflix, you can just watch it. Sons of Anarchy. It's about the MC. It's about this biker gang in Charming, California. And it doesn't matter. I'm not going to get into that. But one thing that was interesting about the show is that from the very beginning, it was about Jax trying to find out about his father. And the thing is that I don't really know too much about my dad. I don't know too much about my dad. If you guys don't know, my dad died when I was 6. He used to work around a lot of electronics, and back then it wasn't, the electronics weren't magnetically shielded, and he passed away. And so I always felt like, man, why do all my friends, why does everyone around me have a father and I don't, and I just have to figure this world out without him. Now, So maybe I connected to the Sons of Anarchy just because he's trying to figure out what his father was all about. And, his father had a different viewpoint on how everything was going to be for the club. And the thing is that I feel that, living life, a lot of it's trial and error. A lot of it is trying things, and if you fail, because even if you fail, it's still a positive because you use that knowledge of experience to better yourself, to do it better than the last time. So without having my pops alive, as far as me attempting to be a man, I never got taught that. Like, I was raised by my mom, and even though my sister's younger, I was raised by her as well. I was raised with her, and I was raised by my mom. And the only other male influence in my life was my brother, but my brother was so much older that there wasn't really, and he was kind of doing his own thing. So it wasn't like I couldn't really count on him. Like, I love him. He's my brother, but I couldn't really count on him when I was a kid. And so I don't know. I never really, as far as I definitely know I have a stunted growth thing. That's why even though I'm 30 years old, I have the Peter Pan syndrome thing, is because I had to learn certain things about being a man, but there's certain things about being a man that I learned in a really long roundabout way, if that makes sense. That's why I act the way I act, even though I'm 30 years old, which is crazy to me. Because I still feel like a kid. I still feel like a kid at heart, but I'm just a kid that has to make grown-up decisions. It's almost like if you're 18 or 20 or whatever, and it's your first summer of you living on your own. I've basically been in that summer mode for the longest, like the endless summer. So I totally get that whole endless summer reference and the, live forever as a kid, because I still feel young, so I feel like I'm going to live forever. Now, dreams. For whatever reason, I always seem to have dreams about me dying in a vehicle. I don't know what it is. Now, one thing I've learned about dreams is that a lot of times your dreams happen really, really quickly, and I'll give you a good example. So, last night, I dreamt, I was laying in my bed with my iPad, and I watched Sons of Anarchy, right? And I'm laying there, and I'm watching the show, and I finally drift off to sleep. I find that I drift off to sleep a lot better if I have a fan going, or if I have the TV going, or a show going, or whatever. And I always try to make a mental note, because I'm like, okay, I feel that mode. I know I'm going to fall asleep here any minute. So I look down and I make a little mental note, what the episode's called. And then when I wake up in the morning, a lot of times it's 5 episodes ahead or whatever, because, I just let it play. And then eventually, for whatever reason, the iPad will stop, or Netflix will be like, are you still watching? And so I'm having this dream, and I'm in my car, and everything's really sluggish. And I pull into, I basically pull off into this, this parking lot, and it's gated. And while it's gated, I end up hitting the brakes, but the brakes don't quite work, they're really sluggish, and I end up pushing on the gate, but I don't break it. And for whatever reason, I look down at my keys, and on my keys, there's a padlock on my keys for some reason. And I'm like, that's really, really weird. So I walk out, and I'm not drunk or anything, but I just feel sluggish as hell. And I walk up, and it's like a 7-Eleven type thing, but it's on a porch for some reason. And I walk up, and they're like, there's a bunch of state troopers down the road. You probably shouldn't be driving. And I was just like, I just want something to drink. Not even booze. I just want something to drink. Can I please come in and buy something to drink? So it lets me in. And then when I'm in there, I notice a mirror, and I look at the mirror, and my eyes are black. The actual eyeball is black. Both of them. And I started thinking, wow, that's fucking crazy. So then I get something to drink, pay for it, and walk out. And then there's this super bright light from police, sheriff's vehicles, super bright lights from sheriff's vehicles. And then I wake up, and I look down, at my iPad, and it was still playing Sons of Anarchy. And I wanted to get a frame of reference on what time it was. And I realized that I had only been asleep for about 20 minutes. Because I remembered like the marker point I was on the last episode, and I looked at the time on the next episode. Literally, it was the next episode, like at the beginning. I did the math real quick, and I was just like, "Whoa, that's fucking crazy." Another dream that I had, where it involved me watching Sons of Anarchy, was I was in a vehicle, and for whatever reason, I started hydroplaning. And, like, I got hit in the vehicle, so, like, for whatever reason, I, like, slammed to the ground. So, like, as I'm looking up, I see the steering wheel, and I see the car, like, the lights from the street lights, you know, passing me by. And I feel the car drifting, and I feel like it's out of control. I'm not in control of the car. And I look to my side, and for whatever reason, my iPad is on the floorboard of my car, and I wake up, and I immediately, like, the first thing I'm seeing when I wake up is I'm looking at my iPad. It's playing Sons of Anarchy, and in that episode there was a car crash where a car was drifting, and that freaked me the fuck out. I'm thinking, okay, so what does this mean? I'm not a psychologist, but, like, there has to be something to be said about consistent dreams of me dying in a car. There has to be something. And there has to be something about when the first dream that I told you about, where when I looked in the mirror, I didn't have eyes. Like, I had eyes, but they were completely black. There's no pupils. It was just black. And it's just like, man, it's crazy. Am I too lazy to even leave a mark as far as, like, what my soul is? And I just have tons of questions, you know? I had another dream about 2 weeks ago, and this didn't involve Sons of Anarchy, but it really, really, really tripped me out. It really made me think, and it made me kind of sad. So, and I talked about this on the Bad Kid Cast, but in case you guys missed it, and this pertains to dreams and how I perceive them, and, like, it's kind of crazy that to have knowledge and not to use it is actually worse than being dumb and not having knowledge. Because, like, if I have knowledge of something but I don't apply it and don't use it, then not only am I in the same position as someone that's dumb, but I'm also remorseful knowing what the fuck is wrong with me for not using that knowledge. So the dream was this. The dream, and I'm not a religious person. I'm not. I choose to not think about life after death. I just choose not to, because that scares the shit out of me. So the dream was this. I died in a car accident, of course. And I'm in heaven, and I'm, like, sitting on a cloud, and everything's fucking awesome. I'm like, okay, well, this is heaven. This is how things are, right? And I'm sitting there, and I'm going through the intake process. For some reason, I think heaven has an intake process, like they're backed up, and they're trying to process people as fast as they can. So we're, like, you know, we're sitting in, like, a cloud waiting room. So I'm sitting there, everything's cool, and this dude comes up to me, and I was like, why are you feeling some type of way, bro? Like, why are you look really mad, you're in heaven. And he was like, yeah, I'm not supposed to be here right now, though. I'm like, well, we don't get to choose when we go, man. So why are you looking at me like that? Why are you mad? Like, you're mad at me. What did I do? I've never seen you before. And he goes, you are not an organ donor. You were literally too lazy to check off that you're an organ donor. And I thought, well, that's weird. I thought I was an organ donor, and I thought that was just kind of weird. But I'm like, okay, let me listen to your story, bro. You know, my heaven brethren. I'm like, let me listen to the story. We got time to waste. And he was just saying, I had this, like some liver cancer or something like that. And the only liver that would have worked because of your blood type and because of your genetic makeup would have been yours. And I was like, whoa, that's fucked up. He's like, yeah, and, you know, it would have been nothing, but I left my family on Earth because you didn't leave me your liver. if you would have left me your liver, I would still be with my wife and my children. And even though I think it's amazing that I'm in heaven, I want to go back. I'd rather be on earth to be with my family. So that's like some heavy shit to deal with and super awkward while you're, trying to, you're supposed to be a cool day. You're going into heaven. And this dude is just really bumming me out. And I'm just like, man, I don't know if I completed anything on earth while I was there to leave a mark, to somewhat live forever. And I feel like I did some good things and I kicked it with people and I made some people smile. But like, man, if I could do anything, I would have just changed that for you. I would have just made myself an organ donor. In the back of my mind, I'm like, I am an organ donor. That's really weird that he's saying this, but whatever. But I told him, honestly, looked him in his eyes and honestly told him, man, if there was a way to change this, I would do it. If we could turn back time, if we could pull some butterfly effects, some share turn back time action, I would definitely go back to a simpler time. And I would change a lot of things, but just not to upset the whole flow of things. One thing I would do for you, a selfless act, is I would go back and become an organ donor. So it kind of faded away. I'm in the DMV. And I literally, it fast forwarded, super fast forwarded to me clicking off that I'm an organ donor. So then it kind of fast forward. I still die in a car accident. I'm in heaven. Dude fucking comes up to me again. And I'm like, dude, what's up? Like, you're welcome. And he's like, welcome for what? And I go, I'm like, why are you still mad? Like, I did what you wanted me to do for you. And he goes, yeah, but while you were on Earth, you still partied. You smoked, you drank, you kicked it. You didn't take care of yourself physically. So even though you were an organ donor, your organs that you left, your liver that you left, was trashed. It was useless. And I died again. How could you? How could you put me through that again? Now I feel fucking horrible. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry, man. Like, I'm sorry that my actions, as far as me liking to party and liking to fucking, like, celebrate life, and, like, have a good time and get drunk and do all that stuff. I'm sorry that literally had a negative impact on you, and I've never met you on Earth. I apologize, man. And he was like, I think you have an opportunity to make it right. So then I go through the whole scenario again, where it's almost like, rewind, start again, you have another shot. You have another opportunity. And I remember being at my buddy's wedding. So I'm at my buddy's wedding, and they're passing out drinks. And the first thing I think of was like, man, if I take this drink, I know that I'm going to keep on drinking, and I know that this dude won't get his liver, and the same old scenario will happen again. And the fucked up thing is that I took the drink. And so it got to this position, so now I'm back in heaven again, and the dude comes up, it's like, dude, all you had to do was not party and not drink, and then you would have given me your liver, and I could be with my wife and kids. And I said, man, I understand that that's a completely selfish thing, but even though I've been to heaven 3 times already in this dream sequence, even though I felt it was real, as I came back, I still had this mentality of, I don't know if there is a heaven. So why not have the best possible time you can while you're here? I tend to stay up extremely late and get on a really weird sleep schedule because of YouTube, because of everything. I have a weird sleep schedule regardless. And I think it's because I was reading something and it was saying that if you prolong you getting sleep, it allows you to go into this mode, kind of like a phone that hasn't been charged. If you let your phone just die when it does recharge, you know how when you like plug your iPhone back in, it's like this mode where it's just like you're not able to check your email, you're not able to do anything because it's saying, dude, we just have to reboot, you know? And I think that every time I go to sleep, it's a reboot to try to do it better than I did it yesterday because I wasn't pleased on how I did it. If that makes sense. So now, come full circle, and every day I wake up, kind of like a memento situation, with knowledge of what I did yesterday, with knowledge of how I can do better, but also this stunted activity of how I can make it better. And it's kind of crazy. I think that's why I'm a mess. Like, I don't really have my shit together. I still have stunted activity as far as like being human goes. But at the same time, over the last year I haven't been able to smoke weed like I need to. Weed's a medicine. I need it. The weed's garbage in Buffalo. And that's probably why I haven't done Sunday Chill Commentaries, because that's actually like the reason why I think I like weed so much is because I know that there's only so much time on this earth, and weed makes me feel better, makes me happier, and also it slows time down enough, which is all you could really ask for, is to give yourself a better perspective, a more relaxed perspective on things, not to rush life, and literally it's the only thing that'll slow it down. But I made a stupid decision to move out to Buffalo, and like I've said before, I'm actually in the process of preparing myself, like an actual planned process that needs to happen for my health, for my psychological well-being, for me to move out of Buffalo, back to Seattle, back near friends and family, for good reference points on, you know, I'm always going to be me, but I need reference points in order to remind me who I am, and that allows me to be a better me. So, kind of all over the place, kind of makes you think about different things, I don't know. ONLYUSEmeBLADE, Sunday Chill Commentary, peace, and butt grease. So I did a video on how to get the Sherrifs SUV, and a lot of the comments said something along this. You can steal the Granger, I don't know how to do that, and it's a civilian version of your SUV, and you can modify it, and they're all around, right? Well, here's the thing. So, first off, they're tough to find for some reason, and I can only find them in missions. Like, if I do a mission, I can find the vehicle, but I drove around for like an hour trying to find it, and I couldn't find it. So, it's the civilian version of the Sherrifs SUV, and it doesn't have the number on top. The only downside is that if you get it, you're not going to have that cool little brush guard on the front. But the positives from getting this is that you could add armor, you could add window tint, you can add engine upgrade, suspension, you can have all kinds of stuff. So by getting this vehicle, it will do the same things that the Sherrifs SUV, but you're able to fully customize it. So in a way, it's a lot better than having the Sherrifs SUV, if you ask me, just because of the amount of customization you can do. So I decided to pick this up based off the comments in my video. I read the comments and, you know, pick it up from a mission, take it to the pay and spray, and, you know, replace the Sherrifs vehicle in my garage and just deck it the fuck out. Bam. So that's one way that you can have, you know, a better version of that Sherrifs SUV. You're going to lose that brush guard, but you're able to add wheels, tires, tint, turbo, suspension, engine, different kind of color combinations, everything that you wanted. So I think, ooh, that green looked nasty. I might have to go back and change it to that green because that looked amazing. Obviously, super fast mod, me picking them. So this is the car. I actually made it into the Bad Kid cast because if I'm going to use this car, I'm going to roll with my posse. And this is obviously us rolling 8 deep. You guys have seen this before. Now, there are some negatives from rolling with your crew. Here's not really a limitation, but you can only roll 8 deep. And then also, people are prone when they get hit by stuff to fall off the side. And then if you take any kind of jumps, people tend to fall off as well. So positives, you can roll 8 deep. And negatives, sometimes people, they're susceptible to the environment around them. Now, there are other vehicles, and majority of these other vehicles are available through your phone. Order it, and then you call it Pegasus and put that $1,000 down payment on it. One of them is this bus right here. As you can see, we didn't even fill up the bus, but as you can see, everyone's just kind of piling in, and you're able to drive around. Now, the cool thing about the bus is you can have a ton of people. You can have a lot of your crew in your bus at the same time. Everyone busting SMGs out of the side. If you roll up on, like, say, some cops or something like that, you can literally take a cop car out in, like, no time at all and just cause pure mayhem. And it's all based on the driver, how good of a driver he is. Obviously, it's a bus. You can't modify it. It's a little slow. Now, you can order this, which is called the Barracks. It's $500,000, $1,000 deposit to get it. But when you get it, obviously, as you can see, we loaded up. OSUP can't quite get into the vehicle because it's full ride. And then also you have this type of bus. Now, I got a dunce cap. I was a bad sport. I'm actually going to do a video talking about that and getting real deep on you. But there you go. Those are different vehicles on how to roll deep with more than just, 3 of your friends. If you want a whole posse full of people shooting out the side, go right ahead. I'm ONLYUSEmeBLADE. Peace and butt grease. Mouse click. What's up, guys? ONLYUSEmeBLADE, and I've got a search and destroy ace. Ace means that I killed all 6 people on the opposing team in a round of search and destroy. Pretty epic. I think that clutches are better just because you have to make better decisions or whatever. But this is just a quick rampage. But there's 2 reasons for this video. A, what you're seeing on the screen is the Bad Kid cast. We stepped it up, and it's amazing quality. We just did one with fists. I'm going to link you to that one now. And second of all, I got Call of Duty stuff, and I got GTA stuff. Those are the games I like playing. What do you want to see? Do you want me to go back to doing Call of Duty commentaries? Do you want me to do GTA? A little mixture of both? Just let me know. Here's that ace. Peace and butt grease.
I would just like to say that I was one of the ones alive, and I'm offended. So.
Eliminate the objectives. Bomb acquired.
Ouch.
Holy shit. UAV on standby. Counter UAV on standby.
Good shit.
Halftime.
So that was awesome. And it actually inspired me to do this commentary I'm about to do. This is a paid promotion. Click the link right there. Bam, to go there. And for you mobile users, just go down there for the description box. Awesome, high quality YouTube stuff. Honestly, it should be a movie. Let's go to the commentary. I'm going to be talking about it. Lego. Only use me blade. Playing that standoff, kill confirm, that high-paced action. Just a little switch up from the Search and Destroy. I got plenty of Call of Duty to give you and some GTA to give you. Just kind of flipping it around and making sure that what I'm giving you is awesome. Now, I do promotions sometimes, and this is a paid promotion. But I don't have any issues doing a paid promotion, kind of like when I did the paid promotion for Wicked Shrapnel, because I generally like that dude. No homo. But Super Fast Butter! That web series, when I watch it. Okay, so you ever watch something? Okay, I'm talking, doesn't apply to everyone, but as a YouTube content creator, right? I will watch other channels, other videos, right? And the first thing that I think of when I see a really cool video is not, fuck them, they have more subs, or fuck them, they get more views, or whatever. It's like, this is fucking cool. So what do I need to do to make my videos my version of cool? If that makes sense. I'm not talking about copying people or copying concepts. I'm saying, what do I need to do in order to make my videos on that level? Because I can't change who I am, but I can change the quality of my videos. And what that basically entails is me, and I want to really, really stress this point, okay? I'm always going to do commentaries. I think that that's my bread and butter. That's what I'm known for. A lot of people don't, one of the most common things whenever I talk about something like this, we don't care about the footage, just a backdrop. I open you up in a different window. But I kind of, my directorial vision idea stuff, I kind of want to branch out and do stuff in addition to my commentaries that make for higher quality videos. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little hurt, not hurt, but creatively frustrated. Here's the situation. So I came up with a really, really cool concept, and I spent a lot of time editing a video. A gameplay commentary doesn't take that long to do, but this concept video that I came up with, a lot of you guys saw it. It was GTA 5 news edition, right? Where I took a news story and for the on the scene footage, I used GTA 5 footage and recreated it. Try to get it as close as possible. If it was during the day, I did it during the day. If you stab someone, I stab, whatever, And I really, really like the concept. And a lot of you guys like the concept, but a huge number of you guys just hated it. You guys just thought it was just the worst thing ever. Now, if there's a couple haters, that's whatever. But when a large majority of you guys is fuck you, die in a fire, I hope you get AIDS. I'm just whoa, hey. I can take criticism. I totally could take criticism, but when I put a lot of effort into a video and it isn't well received, sometimes that can be a little frustrating. But whatever, I still want to kind of push that creative envelope, but maybe the content of what I was doing. The issue wasn't the editing or anything like that. The concept was there. It was more so the issue of the actual storyline. It's kind of like, have you ever watched a movie and you're like, this movie's really good, but I don't like the content? And I don't mean the actual storyline, but it's it might be a fucked up storyline or it might be a fucked up message, but the actual execution of the movie was excellent. And that's kind of what I ran into. And it kind of gave me a little bit of a creative hiccup. But watching the video that I linked you guys in the very beginning of this video, it inspired me to want to make higher production value videos, and it might not even be anything gaming related. At this point, you guys have subscribed to me, ONLYUSEmeBLADE, you're not here for like the knife only footage as much anymore. I still want to give that to you. I don't want to like ruin any kind of trust that we have, but you know, if I do decide to make videos, and I'm probably just gonna throw some ideas out there and work with it and see what sticks. And you know, YouTube is ran not by the content creators, but it's ran by the viewers. If you make a good quality, this is at least how I think it should be. It's not always that way, but I feel like if you make a good quality video, like a really good video, right? That's going to get shared and that's going to get liked and favored and all that kind of stuff. So like if you make a high quality video or continue to make really high quality videos, then you will grow. So the links in the description for that web series that I talked about in the beginning. ONLYUSEmeBLADE with the 27 kills, 37 confirms in the kill confirmed. Peace and butt grease. Mouse click. Is my guy retarded? How are we gonna get out of this?
No.
Oh shit! Oh. No, I'm good.
Alright.
I'm gonna call a car, and it might put it somewhere like along the road we're on, but then we can like run to it and get it.
Alright. Call a better car, because this doesn't even have fucking bulletproof tires.
What you need, boss? Some wheels?
Oh, they popped out my tire already.
It's on the way.
Hey, turn around. My car's like already here. See to your right, to your left. Right there. Yeah.
Green thing? Okay, let's go. Oh.
Get in. Oh. Well, hop in. Oh.
Somebody stole it.
The mechanic stole it.
Somebody took. Oh. Yo, get another car here.
The car's still there. The car's still. Whoa, what the fuck?
Alright, go. Go to it.
The fucking FBI's still here. Fuck. FBI was not playing. Oh, I'm sorry, the FIB.
At least we got that one clip.
Yeah, that was sick.
There's a money truck showing up on the map.
Let's go get my car first.
How far is your fucking
It says
car?
it's up here. I don't know. Let me make sure it's like close. It's not like the car that's impounded. No, he's in my car right now. My mechanic's in my car right now. Yeah, hey, get out. Get in this car. Get this car. Come on. My mechanic is stealing my car.
Alright,
Someone stole my car.
You take that car, I'll get a faster car. What the fuck? This truck has got me stuck.
My mechanic really tried to take my fucking vehicle, bro.
What an asshole.
I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna stab him as soon as I get to him.
I think it's ridiculous that we're talking about him like he's a real fucking person.
Fucking scumbag.
Yo, I count on that motherfucker to bring me my cars. I pay him X amount of dollars to maintain my
And you know,
garage. And
that's the craziest thing, man. Like, I'm not joking. I don't know what it is, but like, I'll call my mechanic. He'll be like, "Right there, boss." And then like 5 seconds later, he'll be like, I can't do it. Sorry. And then 5 seconds later, you paid your mechanic for the day. I'm like, what? Why am I paying him if he can? Why are we paying him if I had a performance review on him right now? I'd be pissed, you know. Seriously, every time it does that, I pay the mechanic. I think he gets paid and like goes.
Dude, we're wasting so much time tracking down this fucking car. Fuck him.
No.
Call him back.
Hey, will you bring my
to
car?
it?
You know what? I think the car is so fucking fast that I'm not gonna be able to catch up to. He's booking.
Yeah, fuck that shit. Call him again.
What was that vehicle? Was that the Cheetah or was that the? No, that was the.
That was the money one.
I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna see if he's just gonna turn that bitch around. I'm gonna laugh if he just turns that shit around.
I'm on on the clock.
Yeah,
What
you are
want,
on the
some
clock, you
wheels?
asshole. Your personal vehicle's not empty because you're fucking driving it, you cunt bag. Because he's driving it.
Wait, I got an idea. An idea. I'll call in a fucking helicopter. We'll just fucking...
Alright.
We need to get that
I know.
shit.
I think it's pathetic that he's gonna answer the fucking phone and say, "What do you want?" "Oh, sorry, I'm in it." Asshole. This is the mission to get my car back. Someone stole my wheels. There you go. I think that's so stupid that I watched my mechanic steal my car.
Well, I mean, let's face it. You stabbed the mechanic like 15 times in a row. So.
I'm the boss, though. I can do that. Like, he's my employee. Just go to the waypoint, because the waypoint's the like most southern part of the map. And he's like driving hella fast. He's driving so fucking fast. I don't know where he's gonna go.
Like, you see your
yeah,
car?
I can see my car driving super fast, bro. This is crazy that the mechanic went rogue on us.
Why the fuck did he drive it all the way down here? What a cocksucker.
Oh. You have visual contact?
I got him. You can... I got him. Oh. Not good. At least I see him now. I got a visual.
Let me...
What are you doing?
Getting out. Circle around, because he's just going in circles.
Did you forget?
I'll pit...
Wow!
I'll pit...
How do I stop this fucker?
I'm getting a vehicle to pit maneuver him.
I know, they go slow as balls. I'm getting in another car, too. If possible, with a helicopter. Alright, I see him. Alright, let's shut this motherfucker down. Fuck you! Damn, got him.
It's the mechanic! The fucking mechanic! The fucking mechanic stole the car from that whole time!
Yo, we did a pretty good move on
Yeah, we did.
Ass.
Yeah, give me... That's my money. I should have fucking... You should have never fucking paid you. Hey, I'm calling the mechanic again and fucking killing him as soon as he gets out here. Because that's... Actually, let's just get in the car. That's insane. The mechanic stole my vehicle, bro.
Let's just get these jumps done, bro.
I know. We just went on like a half hour my mechanic stole my vehicle fucking trip.
Because there's a fucking armory right up here.
Yeah, let me get stop. So I want to get sticky bombs. I like ran it.
I don't have any.
Yeah, so let's go stock up.
I'm like so out of fucking ammo. How did you get in the fucker? Whoa.
Oh, what the fuck?
Whoa. Whoa.
He murked me as soon as I walked in. What did I do? What?
I don't know. I'm gonna take
That must be the mechanic's cousin, Leroy, that works in the fucking that works in the fucking gun shop.
Oh my god. You gotta put that in. I just murked him. I got revenge.
Great. Now we can't buy
fuck?
guns. Awesome.
We didn't do anything. What is wrong with it? Our game is hacked, bro.
Mechanics stealing.
Like
Mechanics bring the car out, just steal it. We have to chase them around.
Fucking COD 4.
I'm going to the fucking place to get some guns.
It's closed now. I killed that motherfucker.
Yeah, ammunition's closed. Okay. Do you think the game thinks that because I kept on stabbing the mechanic over and over again, that he finally was like, you know what, fuck this?
It could be. It could be. I mean, how hard would it be to write in that code? It'd be like, mechanic gets killed by owner multiple times, the mechanic steals vehicle.
Oh! That was perfect time. That was perfect timing on the horn too.
Yeah.
Welcome to ONLYUSEmeBLADE. Playing. Oh, take a shower, huh? Sometimes I think the game says, you know what, dude, you've been playing the GTA too much. Take a shower. So we're gonna just say, hey, take a shower in the game. Sometimes the game spawns you and just chilling in your living room, and it says, hey, just take a shower, bro. You've been playing the GTA too much. You're getting too into it. And in this little footage I'm about to show you, I'm going to show you how situations that I get in and things that happen, even though I'm a normal dude, sometimes I get a little pissed off at the GTA, and I get pissed off at the players. And I'm one of those dudes that I like to just start my day in my apartment. I go to my garage, pull out a car, maybe take it down to Los Santos Customs. I like to call it the Pay and Spray. Forgive thou. And so I'm going to take this little bad boy out. I'm going to see if there's any new modifications I can add to it to make it more badass. And this is where I get the bad sport and the whole situation, how it plays out. Now, when I play, I don't bother any other players on the map. But for some reason, they keep on fucking with me. Why are you fucking with me, dude? I'm just trying to take my car in here, get a little, get some, maybe some beats, maybe some, a new exhaust or something. Some tire smoke, maybe some different rims or something. But this dude just says, hey, let's just fuck with Blade. It's fuck with Blade day, I guess. I don't know. I just don't know. Really? Alright, well, for whatever reason, he felt some type of way. And I was like, okay, well, if you're going to be like that, I'm going to get in position and I'm going to take you out. Now, when I took him out, boom goes the dynamite. And I'm like, oh, bad sport rating. Now, the bad sport thing's kind of stupid to me because it's like, it's the whole point of Grand Theft Auto is to, like, kill people. But whatever. So, I'm like, okay, I did what I needed to do. I'm actually going to go and I'm going to pick up my car. And for some reason, the dude just says, you know what, fuck you. And he shoots me. So much for armor on the... Oh, no, I actually take him out. Fuck you. So now I'm like, okay, back to business. Eye for an eye. Really? So this dude pissed me off to the point where I'm like, you know what? Let's just, let me just get my car, let me get the fuck out of here. And bad aim, so whatever. Okay, I had enough. I've had enough! You reach a certain point where you're like, you know what? Fuck you. Some people fight, and then some people bring a knife to a gunfight. And then some people say, fuck you, and get a tank. And I'm one of those people. I don't really bother people when I play GTA, but if you fuck with me when I'm playing GTA, I am going to murder you as much as possible. I like this little head glitch situation. I'm going to murder you as much as possible until you leave the game. And if you piss me off enough, I'm actually going to try to join your session and keep on killing you until you trade. I want to see footage of you at the GameStop trading Grand Theft Auto in if you ever kill me in this game. That's just the way I is. And so right now I called him that tank, and then he got me again. Okay, bro. I got something for that ass. I'm going to go to you. I'm going to highlight you, and I'm going to make it my focus in this tank to make sure that you act right. I know some people may be saying, Blade, you're taking the game way too seriously. Thing is, I like to get on. I like to get it with friends. I like to kill cops. I like to get missions. And this guy, I'm like, you know what? Simple little fender bender. And that's not the guy. That's not the focus. I don't know what he's trying to do. I'm just like, back off, little buddy. I'm in a tank, okay? Fuck off. All right, get out of here. Scram. So obviously, there's going to be situations. Now, this person just wanted something. It wasn't my main adversary, but they just wanted something. Fuck off. And your little friend, too. He shouldn't have been hanging out with you. So, now I'm in the tank. I got the guy highlighted. He's hiding in the Pay and Spray, Los Santos Customs, whatever you want to call it. He's hiding there. So I'm just going to kick it. I'm just going to wait. You're going to have to come out someday, bro. There's only so many things you can do to your car before you got to come out. And he leaves, as you can see in the little kill feed thing. So I'm like, okay, well, let's go find him. So as I am going to the friends, to recent players, trying to find him, two little other cocksuckers fucking run up on me in the tank, drive their cars into my tank, and they explode, and it gives me bad sport while I'm in the Xbox menus. Go figure. My time during Bad Sport was exactly that, of being in prison. Everyone was locked down. Everyone was talking about when they get out. And you have to wear a fucking dunce cap. So that's how I became a bad sport. I decided I'd share it with you. Peace and butt grease. Please don't bother people when you're playing GTA Online. We're just trying to do missions, and we're trying to get money, and we're trying to shoot cops, and we're trying to do flips, and we're trying to just have a good time. But fuck with me, and I will kill you. Peace and butt grease.
Bye.
Oh, what the fuck?
Alright, I am back.
He just missed some epic shit.
What did I miss?
He picked us up in the cargo bob, and we were shooting choppers while we were in the car. Where I was, at least.
It's our one at level 2. Perfect.
Whoa,
Alright,
where's the cargo bob?
Alright. Pick us up!
Perfect timing.
Alright, Adam, what I want you to do is take it as high as you possibly can. Oh shit!
Oh my god.
Oh,
Look at Blade.
look at Blade. Why would it... Blade, how are you standing on?
I'm a G.
I'm getting so fucking dizzy right now. Alright, drop us! Oh shit!
There goes Blade!
Oh my god. Wow! First mission! Woo! Look at the helicopter! Oh, that looks awesome! Oh. Wow!
And it goes up. Oh, what the fuck? Why?
Wait, how did Alright, well Mike is no longer invited to the fucking stream. Oh.
Why?
Alright, let's load this fucker up. Fly, drive it.
Yeah, okay, let's go.
Blade, how the fuck did you get up there? That's awesome.
You just,
I'm
underneath the boat now.
Try to go to the very front.
He fucking clotheslined himself.
You're talking about this car is on fire, Conrad. I just watched that. Almost spiked me.
Son of a bitch!
I'm gonna jack this one up here.
Oh shit!
oh, this is a little cock. This is a little fucker just pushed me in the water. The cop just pushed me in the water.
I got it. What?
Just because of all these assholes.
Yeah, these assholes know me. Oh, look at the car! Look at the car! Look at the car!
Oh shit!
Oh damn!
Shoot a bullet out your window so that your windows are open.
Look at that amazing jump! Landed it perfectly in the water.
Dude, I'm gonna get bad sport. You are classified as what? No! No! I'm a shark! I'm a fucking swimming shark! No!
That's careful and he's a dunce cap.
No! I'm a fucking bad sport shark!
Let's all kill the shark, guys. Let's all kill the shark.
So you guys probably have seen the video where I got my stuff stolen, and I got a package right here courtesy of Rockford Fosgate and Steve Mead. I'm going to bring it up and I'm going to unbox it. 1 second. Alright. So Steve Mead is a YouTuber, and he puts out probably the only cool videos I know about car audio. He owns a shop down in LA, and he watched my video about me getting my subs stolen, reached out to me, and I thought that he was going to hook me up with some kind of discount or something, you know, but he actually reached out to me and picked out some subs, some amps, and I didn't believe it, but he and Rockford Fosgate got together and sent me out some stuff. And so it's amazing when people in the world, you know, just do nice things out of the goodness of their hearts. So like this video, they don't know this is coming, but I'm going to put links to Steve's YouTube and to Rockford Fosgate. Big ups to them for hooking this up. Let's open it up. So this is a Rockford Fosgate TD4112. It's a 12-inch sub. It's heavy as a motherfucker. Now, I know that the other one is the same thing. So we're gonna go right here. Fuck thieves. I hope this helps. Your boy, Steve Mead. Little personalized note. A 4-channel amp from Rockford Fosgate to power my mids and highs. A sign, Steve Mead. It looks like some, I don't even know what the hell that is, but it looks like a voltage reader of some sort. That's a little extra. Is a power Rockford Fosgate 1500-1. So I got the subs, I got 2 subs, the 1500 watt amp, and the 4-channel amp for my mids and highs. So that's fucking amazing. Steve, you're a fucking awesome dude. This isn't a paid promotion. They don't even know I'm doing this. I just think it's super cool that someone's out there is like, you know what? It sucks not having bass in your ride. And it sucks to get your shit stolen. And Steve and Rockford Fosgate teamed up, and, you know, they don't know me. They just, you know, Steve just watches some videos of mine. I watch videos of his, and just see, they just send it out. And I think that's fucking cool. So I have to get a box built for this, but the wires are already ran in the car, so I should be, you know, doing it better than I did before. I just think that's really fucking cool, man. Like, there's a lot of, like, shitty people in this world, a lot of shitty things that kind of happen, and when, you know, I felt pretty crappy when I walked outside and my stuff was stolen out of my car. And I'm going to answer a couple questions, and I'm going to take a cruise, going to go through my garage and kind of show you some of the cars a little bit updated from my last garage update video thing-thong. And I'm just going to go cruise. And a lot of you may be going, Blade, why, you're 30 years old, man, why do you care about big bass and subs and amps and mids and tweets in your car? And the thing is that when I get into my car and I drive, whether it be just down the street to get a coffee or I go on like a long trip just to kind of clear my head, I really like that car right there, damn. It's all about, it's more of a selfish act. It's not about me, and sometimes people get the wrong impression about people that have bass in the ride. And it's not, I don't do it to say, hey, look at me, I got big ass subwoofers that are shaking your, you know, that are shaking your insides. That's not what I get it for. My car's actually completely dynamated. It's completely sound deadened on the inside. So like when you drive, it's just this nice experience. And the mids and the tweets are just as important as the low end as the bass, if that kind of makes sense. So like when I have subwoofers in my car and they're beaten and it's loud and like it emerges me, it's not
so that when I drive and I drive by people, it's not so, hey, look at that dude. You know what I mean? I couldn't care less about what other people think of me when I'm in that mode, if that kind of makes sense. And I think that there are some people in the car audio world that want to have their shit the loudest possible ever, and when they drive by, it's just like a big thing like, hey, look at me. And I know that sounds a little weird to like customize your car in order for it to be appealing to people on the outside, but I'm more focused on the inside, and I'm more focused on, getting in a car represents, in driving, represents freedom. Like, when I was 16 and I got my first car, it was, it was more so the fact that if I wanted to, I can get in it and drive and go wherever I wanted, There's nothing stopping me except for maybe gas prices, stopping me from getting in my car and driving for several hours. And anytime there's like a road trip or anything, I'm quick to take it. And especially in my car, like, here's the thing. So like, Keem makes fun of my car a lot. He just thinks that it's like some old 90s gangster car. And it might be, But the thing is like when we took a road trip down to Tennessee, and there was a point when he was just really comfortable in the car. He's just like, okay, I get it. It understands. My first experience with Cadillacs, like everyone's like, why are you so into Cadillacs, this and that. My first experience with Cadillacs is I was at a house party when I was about 17. I was at a house party. I didn't drink. I smoked weed, but I wasn't a drinker at that point in my life. Like, I just didn't. It just wasn't a thing. I remember drinking a lot of beers and just feeling sluggish or whatever. And, I remember drinking a bunch of booze one time. I was like, okay, that was kind of fun. But, like, for the most part, I wasn't really into the whole drinking scene. I was more, more into smoking weed and stuff like that. So I was at this house party, and this girl, she was a black girl. She was really drunk, and they were like, whoa, we have to get her home, and she can't drive. And so, buddies came up to me, was like, hey, can you drive her car with her home and drop her off, and we'll follow you, and then we'll pick you up and come back to the party. And I was like, okay, yeah, I can do that. I wasn't really tripping. So, like, she had a 87 Coupe de Ville, I think it was. I believe it was a Coupe de Ville. I remember, or it was like a Fleetwood coupe. I know it was a Cadillac coupe. And I remember getting in there and setting everything up as far as like my mirrors. And I just sunk into that leather. And then like as we drove, it felt like I was floating. And from that moment on, I was like, yeah, I'm going to be driving Cadillacs from here on out. And I remember my first Cadillac was really weird because I found out that I always ended up buying 12-year-old Cadillac sedan DeVilles. My first Cadillac was a 1990 sedan DeVille, white with the blue interior. And the next one I got was a 96 Cadillac DeVille, sedan DeVille, white with the blue top, and that was in a lot of ways my favorite one. And then my friend actually crashed that car when he was driving it. He was alcohol was involved, but it was because I was too drunk, and so I had him drive, and he drove, and he uprooted a light pole, and so that car was gone, and that's when I ended up messing with the Yukon. And I remember when I had the GMC Yukon, I always loved that car even as a young kid. I always loved that body style. It was a 99 GMC Yukon, and it was a two-door. It was blue, and it's basically like a Tahoe, but just a two-door version. And I love that car, and I love that car, but at the same time, like when I would get it, it was like, yeah, it's comfortable. Yeah, it's that SUV feeling to it. But at the same time, I was just in this mode where I was like, I gotta get back to Cadillac. And I had the luxury of being able to search for just the right Cadillac that I wanted. Certain ones that I was looking at is I was looking at actually newer ones. I was looking at like the DTSs at the time, and also I was looking at Fleetwoods. Now, a quick history on the Cadillac Fleetwood is that they stopped making them in 1996, right? And that was the big body, like super flagship edition of Cadillacs at that time. And I always really, really wanted Fleetwood. And the thing is that it seems like all the Fleetwoods that were out there were like really, really customized in a way that I wasn't a fan of. Like lowered, put like Dayton wheels, hydraulics, airbags, and stuff like that. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying that that's just not my personal style. And I wanted something. I've always wanted, as far as Cadillacs, as far as like upgrading besides the stereo system, I've always been more interested in getting the cleanest, coldest looking Cadillac that you could ever get ordered from the showroom floor, if that kind of makes sense. I'm not into big rims. And again, I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. This is all personal preference. I'm not into big rims, especially in Cadillacs, because part of the reason you get a Cadillac is that if you are going to be doing some driving, if you're going to be in your car, whether it be for 5 minutes to go to the store or whether it be for 5 days on a cross-country road trip, like comfort is key, you know? So I don't mind paying extra for gas and paying a premium for a car as long as like when I'm in it that I'm comfortable and I feel good. And it allows me not to drive but to float, if that kind of makes a difference. So when I was looking for a new Cadillac, when I had the Yukon, you know, I still had the Yukon, and I was using that as my driver, and I used that for my home theater work, which was great. But it allowed me the ability to search the internets for what I would think would be like the perfect Cadillac. And it's weird when you're doing a search for something like that, and you actually find something, and you're like, holy shit, that's it. I found so there's a thing called the Cadillac Fleetwood Limited. Now, what the Cadillac Fleetwood Limited is they took it was 98 and 99 were only 2 years they made, right? And what they did is they took a sedan DeVille and then they shipped it to a company that does like limousine and hearse conversions. And they made this special edition Cadillac. What they did is they stretched it by a foot. So an extra 6 inches of legroom in the back, and a sedan DeVille Cadillac already has a lot of legroom. And then the trunk, they extended it by 6 inches, and they had all these different options on it that like these little touches that set it apart from everything else. So like technically speaking, like when you insure the car, you're insuring a Cadillac DeVille. It's a DeVille, it's the same engine, all that kind of stuff. But you know the side skirts and what it actually is called, it's called a Fleetwood Limited. It was super rare. Don't quote me on this, but I believe that there was only a total of 1,000 made, 500 for each year. And the thing is that the majority of people that got them were Cadillac dealership owners. Like they scooped them up as soon as they got in there. Well, there was an old lady, and she was down in California, and she was selling the car, and it wasn't in like super perfect shape, but it was good, low miles. And at the time, I was making good YouTube money, and I called her, transferred money to her bank, and paid about $600 to have it shipped from California to Seattle. And I actually made a video on my channel, and I got that car. So it seems like a lot of people, they don't people look at cars different ways. You know what I mean? I'm not a speed demon. I'm not into like going super duper fast or like some rally car, some drift car. My thing is like when I'm going to be in my car, I want to just be comfortable and I want to float. And during the time when my subs and my amps got taken, it wasn't just the subs, it was also the amps for all the mid-range stuff in the cabin of the car. When that got taken, man, and like when I got into my car, it just wasn't the same. It just wasn't the same. It felt empty. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't just, have my iPod in there with a good album, crank that up and just cruise. I'm not talking about listening to Metallica or Rage Against the Machine or Tool, but like I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just like that sound when rich sound fills the cabin of your car and you're driving and you're clearing your mind and you're not thinking about what you're going to do when you get to your destination, and you're not thinking about the place you left. You're in a more zenful, relaxed, chill state. And it's funny though, because like a lot of times with everything in life, you build yourself up to those kind of moments. You know, you build yourself up to, you set all these different things in place, and all it is just for, it's the build up so that, you know, when that certain moment arises, you just feel good, and that's why you do it. Like, that's what it is. It's all about build up of moments. Imagine if you do a race, right? Like, imagine you do like a race. One of the bombest feelings of a race is crossing that finish line. Or while you're doing that running, you get that runner's high or whatever. Now, so much stuff went into making that happen, right? But it's just the build-up. Let's say you get in a relationship, right? Let's say you meet a female, you hit it off, she finds out all the weird shit about you, you find out all the weird shit about her, but you still want to kick it with her, and you go through all these trials and tribulations, trust issues, whatever. You go through all this stuff. There's going to be a moment where both of you are extremely happy, maybe holding hands or whatever. For me, cruising with my lady and getting back. All that stuff that you did, all that work, all those things that you did was the accumulation to feel super bomb for even a couple seconds. Think about sex. Sex is all this crazy stuff, and it feels good and everything, but it's like when you finally bust that nut, it's amazing, right? We build up all these things, we do all these things so that we can enjoy awesome moments. And that moment when you're driving in your car and the sound just sounds perfect, you equalized it, you're not caring about where you're going, not caring where you've been, it's just this super bomb feeling. So that's why I put an emphasis on getting subs in my car. That's why I put an emphasis on being chill and relaxed when I'm in my car. And so that's the answer. That's why, even though I'm 30 years old, that's why I do prioritize stuff that normally is only prioritized by someone like in their early 20s. Just for the accumulation of all those things put together, just to feel bomb, even if it's only for a couple seconds. And I think that's what life is in a way. So I just took a cruise around the whole state, and just kind of wanted to share with you. Big ups to Steve Mean and Rockford Fosgate for hooking it up, man. Them doing that honestly reminds me that humans can be awesome, can be selfless, and just wanted to say I love you guys, and peace, and butt grease. That car right there, that little weird looking car in the back, don't worry about it. and don't worry about my money. Like, don't worry about my money in GTA. Now, I am going to let you go back to your regular life, your regular business of things. I'm ONLYUSEmeBLADE. I'm going to go on a Merc mission. Peace and butt grease.